last approximately 8 years, more than 8 years now. And I'm teaching other places such as University of Bradford, and I'll try my best to meet your expectation. If you have any question, please always drop me email, okay? So you have my email here is anjum@ukversity.co.uk. So please just drop me email, okay? So during our recording, normally I stop the video, and if you have any question, please just chat in the chat box. Huh? Okay, welcome everyone. We'll start our lesson. Today lesson is because we are doing Sumit is doing course ATHE and Desh is doing ADEXL. So it's a two different awarding bodies, but we have a same subject. So that's why we try to just map, this unit. Okay. So let's please. So first we'll go through ADEXL. So we've been given it's a level 4. It's a 15 credit, this value of the unit subject, human resource management. And we have 4 learning outcomes. So we'll do 4 lessons. And we've been given the indicative content, what we're supposed to learn each lesson. What is the HR strategies, organization structures, performance. So we'll carry on doing every week. Okay. And in terms of ATHE, we have 4 learning outcome as well. And we have an indicative content, what we're supposed to learn each learning outcome. We'll try to map in our discussion, and we'll go through accordingly. If in between, if anything, and at the end we can arrange one assignment discussion session, and we'll go through that separately, our assignment discussion session as well. In between, if you have any question, you can ask. I'll send you all the books, all the resources, and we'll try to carry on doing the required activities. Okay. So we'll start. Okay, welcome. So human resource management, explain the purpose, scope of human resource in terms of resourcing in our organization, talent, skill, and appropriate and fulfill the business objective. Okay, and then other title is the people management, understand how the structure, culture, and other factor impact the people in organization. Really both unit, doesn't matter if the people management or human resource management, interchangeably we using these words. The aim of this unit to enable student appreciate and apply the principle of effective human resource management. Effective human resource management, that's the key, the purpose. So you well aware of the key asset in any organization is the people. Okay, so what do you think? Where at the moment your current knowledge? Have we heard about or learned anything about HRM? Can we reflect? We
Yes,
are 4
sir.
5. So what do you think, Nadesh? Where are we up to? Is it 4 5 3
Uh,
6?
yes, 6. I would say yes, sir.
Okay, what about Sumit?
5, sir.
5. Okay, great. So it's fine. So we really want, some point we'll move forward, maybe not at 10, not 100% competent to apply, but we'll try our best to close that as much we can. Okay. So
Okay.
the nature and the scope, we'll go through the definition, we'll go through the recruitment, we'll discuss about organization structure, cultures, norms, value, why these are matters. So any business, whatever we do, we need always 3 M's. What do you think? What 3 M's can be? 3 M's. If you want to
Planning.
start sorry, what we said?
Planning, organizing.
Okay, these are all the function of HR. Well done. Okay, so we want money. If you want to start a business, we need money. We need manpower, human being. Yes.
Capital.
And we need material, which is, we can say asset, which is capital also, yes, which is investment. Yes. So we need these, 3 M's. And the most important resource in any organization and the success of organization is the people. It's staff. Yes. That's the most important. because at the moment we are quite living in diverse environment where people across the world we have to interact. We have to understand their sentiments. We have to understand the culture, and we have to work closely to achieve our desired objective. Whatever we are doing is objective. Objective mean end result. End result. At the end, what really you want to achieve. If you're doing this course, you are learning, but your objective to achieve the qualification and further your objective to be career progression, good job, or you want to do further degrees. Yeah, these can be objective. Okay, those will go through. Okay, HR, human resource management, is about helping in an organization to create value through its people, literally providing human resources resource. HR professional will depending on the type and the size of the organization. Types and the size of organization doesn't matter. Organization can be large. Organization can be SMEs, small medium enterprise. Yes. Organization can be PLC like a Unilever. Yes. Where many people and every organization have objective. Those, the people, those are we recruiting, we have to work. So every organization have a mission. We not contradict with the mission statement of the organization. Depending on the type and the size of their organization, but could include, recruiting people, training people, developing employees and helping, that's the crucial focus on the law and protecting the right of employees. So we have in UK Equality Act. Every country have some rule. Equality Act 2010. In law, everyone is equal. We have to pay the equal pay. Yes, based on the nature of the job, based on the experience. If you have both are the same, one you male or female, doesn't matter, will pay the same. Okay, so HR professional is often deal, and we have a biggest chartered institute, CIPD. Do we know what is a CIPD? Have you heard about? Which is called Chartered Institute of People Management, People Development, Personnel Development. Yes. So that's, which we'll go through. Okay. Any question?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Individual join these organizations to get enough opportunity to pursue their careers. Transparent performance evaluation. Transparent, because the transparency is it's not mean we promote the person we like it for personal liking and disliking. We always promote people according to the performance. So what is the performance? Performance equal to if somebody's performance we can measure in time, somebody taking less time, somebody time cost, we cost us less, time itself is the cost, and quality of the work. Yes, that's, we measure the performance. Okay, so that's we need to motivate staff. Yes, which will go through different motivational theory under HR as well. Motivation of staff is very important. So HRM consists of planning, attracting, developing, and retaining human resource employees. HRM is managing, planning, organizing, directing, and controlling. So plan and control is work together. Retaining staff, every new staff you hire, it's cost around £3,000 in UK, because you have to provide the training, you have to give them shadowing, you have to go through all the recruitment and selection process. And if somebody leave the organization in a month, so of course we're not going to achieve the desired objective. So it's a waste of money can be. So staff retention is very important. Second, we can look around capabilities and competencies. Capabilities mean ability to do something, and competencies mean you perform the task. So every employer looking competencies. Okay, there is a method called STAR method of interview. All the employers using this method of interview to select this stuff. So what is the S stand for situation? T is the task, A is the action, and all is the result. Okay, that's we'll go through. Later on, we'll watch the video as well when we'll go through interviews. Okay. Please feel free. If you have a question, you carry on asking. So what is the management? Management is a function help manager to recruit, train, and develop staff. HRM is a concern with the people dimensions, since every organization made of the people acquiring services, developing their skill, motivating them, high level of performance, and continues maintain the commitment. Okay, so if you really want to stay in any profession, we have to carry on doing CPD. What is the CPD? Anyone knows what is the CPD stand for? Continuous professional development. Yes. Continuous professional development. So we carry on doing developing. Yes. So that is a crucial. Either one of the great scholars said, either 80 or 20, if you stop learning, you become old. So what is the management? In management, we really want to create. So in maths, we'll say 2 plus 2. What makes 2 plus 2? We all know, yes.
4.
Four. 4, but in management, we want to make 5. Yes. So we want to make 5.
Yes, sir.
So how we can make it 5? We use less inputs. We want to make our processes right, and we want more output. Yes. So that's,
Yes,
that's
sir.
why we use the term 2 plus 2 makes 5, not 4 in management. Okay, so human resource is reflect the business and the companies about the goal setting, and HRM set the goals to give the bonuses. They have achieved the training in the small businesses is important in order to make the organization run more efficiently and effectively. Okay, then we carry on using one concept. It's called hard and soft HR. Hard and soft. So one of the scholar, David Guest, he gave this model hard, and hard concept is emphasizing close integration of human resource policy, business strategy regard implies as resource to be managed in the same rational way the other resources we manage. Like as we manage money, as we manage costs, as we manage assets, so we'll manage exactly very closely monitor the staff as well. So that's the hard, that's more we can say autocratic style. Yes, we need a good control on it. The soft approach, which is we saying HRM is the most important asset. Yes, most important asset, not like other assets. Yes, this is the higher priority. So in hard and soft approaches implies as a cost, market issues, compliance, control, quantitative ratios, which will carry on. Soft is implies as a resource, people issues, commitment, integration, cooperation, qualitative negotiation will focus more on the soft approach nowadays instead of hard approach. Okay. Hard is we're not giving the most importance of the HR, but in the soft, we're giving more importance compared to all other assets. So we give more priority to the soft in HR. Okay. Then is we have human resource plan. We need to be make human resource planning. We can, when we plan something where we are, and we always need to put the control. So planning is where we are, where we want to go. Is like a set nav. We'll do the job design. We attracting employees, recruiting and selecting. We developing employee training and development, and we retaining, because the retention of the staff also very important. So what I'll do, I'll give you one of the case study, which is called enterprise rent a car. I will send you, and that will be available on Moodle as well. So please, this case, good case study to read. So this is about human enterprise rent a car, one of American company, fast growing in the UK and throughout the world. So they are discussing about the role of human resource management or people management, and they are looking the attracting, recruiting, monitoring their performance. So recruitment, selections, all the process discuss. Yes, it's quite good to read. Okay, in your time, please. And the next lesson we can discuss it. Okay, then I included one video to watch in your time, which is about human resource and human resource planning. Okay, so human resource planning objective to ensure the optimized use of resources. Yes, and provide the control, assess the surplus and the shortage of the HR. If you have a too much staff, it's not good. If you have a too much little staff, it's not good. So we sometimes is called downsizing also known as right sizing. Yes, so we carry on structure of organization change. So we have different organization structure, especially your learning outcome one, ATHE. We're looking organization structure. So structure mean clear role and clear roles and responsibilities. Okay, so organization structure can be metric structure. It can be functional structure. It can be tall structure, at the top level, and then they have a many layers. Like CEO of the company, you have a director, you have assistant directors, you have, yeah. So that's very tall. So other small structure, not tall structure. So those, is quite crucial for HR planning. So those we need to go through. So which we'll go through. Okay, when we plan something, so we need to be look around external environment. External environment, which we learn, hope, in other subject areas as well, like we discuss about pests. So what is stand for political situation, economic situation, social factors, and technology. So at the moment, technology is fast changing and we need maybe less staff. Yes, if we are introducing technology. So we need to look around the need of employees in terms of the external environment. In the UK, national minimum wage is going to be £10.52 from 1st of April next year. And at the moment is £9.42. Okay, sorry, it's going to be £10 and at the moment it's £9.52 approximate. Yes, it's carry on changing, so we can get right information from gov.uk because we can look around and we can do research. Okay, of course, it varies in every country because we all from different cultural background, so we can look around the local information, local legislations, please. Okay, so then HR internal environment, internal mean within the company. So we can set up the policies and we call SOPs as well, standard operating procedure, compliance procedures. Yes. Compliance procedures, we need to look around and we can look around organization conflict and we need to be conflict management. Yes, that's the conflict is good, but up to some extent, conflict can reduce the performance of organization and we need to be look around. Okay. Okay, so we need to look around the factors. Okay, guys, give me just 1 minute. Okay. Okay, sorry. Let's, we'll go back to our slide so we can look around the next elements. Okay, so factor affecting human resource planning is the growth and planning, external environment, outsourcing, and we can develop the strategies accordingly. Okay, factor affecting growth cycle, human resource planning is a critical when the organization enter into the growth stage. So every organization goes different, like, it can be introductory stage, it can be growth stage, it can be maturity stage, it can be decline stage. Yes, nothing is static, it's not stay the same. Okay, so we need to be make sure we'll carry on and changing the things accordingly. Okay, so environmental uncertainty, when political, social, other changes affect the organization, HR planner deal with the uncertainty. It can be result at the recruitment, training, and succession planning. We can look around the factors, strategies, organization, strategic planning of organization define the HR needs. So internal growth, narrow, informal, reactive, flexible. We can look around the growth through mergers, acquisition. Yes, like, the Unilever, Lever Brother organization, that's, merged together with the Uni, Holland company, and Lever Brother was the UK based company, and they created a new organization called Unilever. Okay, so we can carry on doing. Any question, please? Yes or no?
No, sir.
Okay. Outsourcing is becoming very important, like, moving call center abroad, like, lot of call center move into India, some call center in other part of the world. So we'll carry on doing, and looking these hiring people. Yes, outsourcing, because we want to reduce the cost to sustain in a business. Organization objective policies, HR supply forecast, needed, demand, and supply. HR programming, yes, HR implementation, control, evaluation, surplus. So if the organization, like we have here in the UK, the problem, nurses shortage and doctors. So nurses is around 45,000 shortage, doctors is around 10,000 shortage. Why we reach that point, where is the big queue in an NHS? So the reason is we not plan well about the staffing, and suddenly the Brexit and other economic situation that's, happened. So that's why the people is coming from throughout the world. And that's, the reason is due to the number of factor, and we need to be planned, but we not reach at that point where we have a shortage of stuff. So economics factors, that's be technological change, demographic change, political and legislative changes. That's also we need to keep in mind HR planning purposes. HR demand forecast, if your business is growing, we need to grow as well. We need to produce more managers. We need to look around the budget. We need to look around the then HR demand forecasting. Yes, human resource demand. We can look around different trends. Delphi technique, like, we can review the appraisal systems. Okay, that's a good question. HR team of organization accountable for bound by the law for outsourcing, like, we have recently we have a company called Primarks, is building collapse in Bangladesh. Yes, due to the crowded area and the fire, and the lot of people, I think so few people died in the incident. So then it's the case when they said, no, this is the fault of the local producer manufacturer in Bangladesh. Actually, the contract they are making for the company was the Primarks. Case went to the European Court of Justice, and the European Court of Justice said it's a Primarks worker because they subcontracted, and the Primarks is accountable for their action because they not assess the risk, and they pay the damages to the families in Bangladesh. Okay, so we need to be look around the company's headquarters is responsible. So we can look around, of course, we need to look around home and host. Home and host country legislation both apply. Home is where you're from, and host is where your operations you have. Like in case of Primarks, they have a clothing factory in Bangladesh. So we have to look around those, and outsourcing, always we have to follow They're not one country legislation, then both country, and you will be accountable for performance. Yes, cost can be different. Of course, we're not paying maybe the same salary because we have to follow the legislation, local legislation in term of the pay. Yes, then can we argue about ethics and moral principles? We are paying less than because that's why the outsourcing purposes is to save the cost. Okay, hope will help. Is
Okay,
it
sir.
okay?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So Delphi technique is a 360-degree appraisal, like we say in math, 360-degree. 360-degree is a whole circle. So we used to appraise senior and junior, but the 360-degree is saying, no, you don't need to appraise only senior and junior. Your subordinates will give you feedback. Your external customer give you the feedback. Your colleague, tea ladies, cleaner, everyone give the feedback about how you behave, how you interact with the people. And then all the points we add into the system and we appraise accordingly. So we not measure the performance in, and then we can plan, regressions. We'll carry on doing relationship, how much is a correlation, normally we use in maths as well. HR supply forecasting, yes, people, how many young, like in Germany, the young population 80, 50, 55% is population is elderly. So they are planning, the other part of the world and student, they are giving incentive to retaining student to cover that gap, because otherwise the industry will suffer. They don't have a young talent and they don't have innovative ideas then. So we want to make sure right employees at the right time, at the right place, with the right skill, at the right abilities. So then we can in HR, which will go through job analysis, we need to look around in the process of identifying the necessary skill. What is required for the particular jobs? We evaluate the job evaluation for particular role, what the job holder. So always good to be when you design, you look around the job descriptions, what is the nature of the job, and personal specification. Personal specification, what sort of abilities and trades we require in for particular jobs. That's also is a crucial. Then other term, job in enlargement is mean, you giving more role and responsibility to existing and you making the job more enlarged. Enrichment is the vertical job loading, which mean, adding the duties and responsibility for the job and provide the variety of more autonomies. Yes. And the feedback on performance. So these terminologies, when we'll plan, we always need to be look around. Job rotation, yes, we can rotate staff from different department because sometimes people feel boring, and even sometime in a different department we have a need for them. That's why it's called talent management, is a separate subject, talent management, because we need to in a IT system should be, even you're a, let's say you're working IT technician, maybe you have accounting background. If we need accountant in future and we have a IT becoming more automated and we can move people from IT to accounts. Yes, so working trades, qualities of the workers, we can look around those, and those we should be contained in our IT system for the planning purposes. Then recruitment and selection process. Recruitment is a process of searching prospective employees, stimulating them and apply the jobs. Recruitment help to management to select the right candidate for the right job from the pool. Okay, selection. So determine the present and the future requirement of the organization in HR planning. We can recruit internally transfer and we can look around externally. And externally, of course, we can use different like, universities. We can say, graduate jobs, graduate placements, like in UK and other part of the world. And internal transfer, internally, we can promote people because they have okay. Then recruitment process required personnel, searching prospective, internal, external, evaluating effectively. Recruitment personnel requisition, yes, recruitment department contain info like number of employees required, DP required, yes, location required, yes, what salary will be required, what skills will be required, who's going to assess it, to who to reports. Yes, selection process is picking the right candidate from, and we use the various selection process like interviews, like selection tests, behavior tests, psychometric tests, and various sort of tests which we'll go through in the following lesson. Test and informal interview, formal interview, depth interview, stress because sometime and we use aptitude tests, like giving online. And then we do induction and orientation about organization. Formal induction is very important because sometimes people working and they're not aware of the rule and policies, and they can say, oh, no, nobody told me about the thing. So always good to be takes the signature when you do induction. And at the end, I copied the link for you to play with the quiz and policies, strategic integration of the ability of the organization, high commitment of the behaviors, high quality refer to the aspect of the managerial behavior, and flexibility we need to give to employees. Okay, then next we look there, I'll give you the link to look around type of organization structure in a minute, which we can do in our own time. We can look around organization structures, different organization structure, and because organization structure need to be, and a lot of organization is fail when they merge with the other organization, and the reason is because they're not successful. We have a cultural issues because every country, so that's why we use the term think globally and act locally. Yes, we need to make sure act locally. Okay, so we'll go through just 1 minute. Okay, it's quite good website if you want to look around tutor to you and Kaplan publisher. If you search it, yes, and in the search we can put, and that's, which will carry on getting the right information. Okay. Okay. Any question? Okay. What I'll do, it is the responsibility of person instead of organization firing implies among various reasons. Yes, like, okay, firing is not, we need to be make sure first we have a compliance. So like, if somebody's performance is a poor, yes, we are arrange. So like, one of the organization, I'll share with you the one of the video to watch, one of the great scholar. So we not going to, because we really need to won the heart and the mind of the people, because we say, it's your organization, the sense of, so IT automation is lack of age skills. Okay. It's not only because if your skill, why you recruit initially someone, yes, it's mean you have a poor recruiting policies, and if you recruited and the person not performance, it's mean you not upskilling activities we are doing within our organization. We don't have a mentoring program, or we don't have a coaching. So firing somebody is due to that is can be alarming sign. And if the organization, it's mean if the many people are leaving organization, yes, the automation can be help, to make people redundant, and we need to pay the redundant money. Yeah, and then of course, so it's not just, future skill required. Of course, we need right sizing. Yes, it's carry on. So that's why we do CPDs, continuous professional development. So either you're 80 and 20, if you stop learning, you become older. Okay, so we'll keep up to here. So please you can look around the matrix structure, which we'll go through next, functional structure. Yes, and we'll go through the structure in the next lesson more in detail. Okay, tall structure, flat structure. Okay, so, and I'll send you some stuff to read. That's all today from my end. Anyone, any question before we finish?
No, sir.
Well done. Thanks for attending, and hope speak you next week then. I'll send you the books, journal article, and those you can read before next lesson. Okay, some
Okay,
background. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye now.
Okay,
Thank you,
bye.
sir.
Thank you. Have a nice weekend. Thanks. Bye.